Welcome back to our shop owners discussion videos. This video series is one that is tailored specifically for existing people that work in the automotive repair or refinishing business, ones that already have a shop and just have some questions about are they doing it right, where they're going, or people that maybe are thinking about opening a shop, maybe hiring employees, maybe starting to invest in their business and treat it like a business instead of just a job. In this video, we're going to be specifically talking about marketing. Marketing is a big, scary sounding term to a lot of people, and most people don't know even kind of how to define it, right? So we're going to talk just briefly about it. As I've said in every video, this is descriptive and not prescriptive. This is telling you what we've done, some of the success we've had along in my journey and our journey at Easy Auto Spa. But it may be different for you. You may have more nuance, you may have a shorter runway or a longer runway or something that may work for you. And I'd love to hear about that. But today we're going to talk a little bit about things that we've worked on that work for us. It's a great question. How do you let existing clients know? It's fairly simple. You're probably already doing some of these things. For us, we found it that the most efficient marketing tunnel we've used has been Google AdWords, doing really good SEO on your website for search engines. Done a little bit of social media. We like YouTube a lot because, as I said in a previous video, marketing in this industry is hard. All the services we do are weird. They're hard to explain. They don't make sense to most people. If I show a car without a dent, they don't know what the heck it is. And even if I show a dent and then show a before and after, people don't understand that we do paintless dent and we're not a collision center. If I show a picture of a car that has PPF, you should say, oh, that car looks perfect, because it shouldn't see the PPF, right? Like it doesn't explain exactly what we do by just showing the product. You kind of have to show the process. And so we like video because it allows us to talk and answer questions, but it also allows us to show the actual process behind what we do. And a lot of our clients we found love that. They're really interested. Most clients that are interested in investing in their car are probably kind of car people in general. Those car people, when they're sitting on their lunch break and they're watching Instagram, about every other video is something in the car culture. And those allow us to kind of be right there within that. Even if it's a marketing video, even if it's an ad that we're showing them, we find that they have a lot higher likelihood of watching it and being responsive to it by doing video rather than just photos. Photos are good, but video allows us to do a lot more. We also do a lot of word of mouth marketing. We have a lot of body shop and dealership partners that know us, that we work with on a wholesale level, but we empower them to refer clients to us quite often. It's one of the reasons that both of my physical shops that I own, I have one here in Athens and one in Duluth, both in Georgia, are in very close proximity to dealerships. Even dealerships we don't currently service. Maybe they have another dent guy walking their lot or another window tinter tinting their cars. But you better believe they all have marketing collateral to be able to send their retail customers to us. Because I'm telling you, most salespeople or body shop or even managers, they may use someone else because they're the cheap dent guy or the wholesale dent guy or whatever it is. But they don't want to tell a customer, well, he's here on Tuesdays unless it rains, and then he won't be here on that Tuesday unless he calls us. They don't want to deal with all that. They'd rather just say, yeah, just take it up the road. Easy Auto Spa will take care of it, and they'll send us the bill. Or take it up the road to Easy Auto Spa, and they're really reasonable and they do great work. That's kind of the way that we've set it up. And it is our job to educate our promoters, if you will, in the industry of what we do and how we do it, and educate them on the easiest ways to get their clients in front of us. We do a little bit of guerrilla marketing. As simple as that sounds, we go to insurance agencies locally, just drop some cards off, take some donuts, let them know that what we do, let them know that we're a great fit for their existing, these agents don't want claims. So we let them know, hey, if your customer has a dent, maybe tree branch damage, deer damage, things that don't have paint, not in collision, we might be a great fit for that. Hey, if your customers, you talk to your customers all the time, if they have questions about ceramic coating or window tint, those kind of things, we're a great fit for that. We also work with body shops. They subcontract us out. Not only do they send us customers, but for their existing claims, they actually use us for all those as well. So that is a lot of our marketing. When we moved to this physical shop I'm sitting in right now, last year, we printed off these postcards that we took and gave them all over town with a map that showed this is where we were, this is where we are, and 3 times bigger and 100 yards away and blah, 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 all the stuff. And that's been effective. People have walked in with that like it's a business card walking in. That's how they found us. That's great. But at the end of the day, the most tried and true marketing that we found has been Google and just search engine optimization as well. That's going to be, from an ad spend, it's almost all going towards Google at this point. We have done some social media marketing for sure. We find that to be a little bit broader reaching, but maybe not as specific to our client base in the way we want it. But it's a little less expensive, so we do lace that in as well sometimes. So those are the kind of most efficient, most effective marketing that we found. We answered this question earlier in an earlier video when we were talking about developing some processes and talking about how to go about maybe even taking some first steps towards hiring and really growing your business. CRM, if you don't know, if you didn't watch the other video, is a customer relationship management software. And this allows us to integrate our existing clients and our interactions from phone calls to emails to text messages all into one system that all of our team can view. It also allows it to integrate with our marketing. So we can tell, is our marketing working? And if you are going to spend AdWords money and if you are going to spend marketing dollars, I said in the earlier video that you need to be investing in a CRM simply just to be capturing clients' information and data, because you never know when you're going to need it for the future and never know what you're going to grow into. But if you are spending dollars on marketing, if you're spending, whether it's $500 a month or $5,000 a month, you have to be using a CRM. If you're not using a CRM, you're wasting money. It's a report card for how well your stuff is working. It's a report card for how well your team is interacting with the clients. Because we found that if you pump enough money into marketing, you can make your sales go up. But if it's not great marketing, then you may just be buying business without actually making profit. You may be spending all your profit to get the next job. So in order to be efficient, in order to actually be profitable, in order to know your numbers of how much you're actually spending on marketing, you need to make sure it's working. And to make sure it's working, you need a CRM that integrates with your existing marketing strategy. We've used, as I said in the previous video, we've used Shop Launch and we've used Salesforce and HubSpot and some others, in even MailChimp at one time. We currently use a CRM. Matt Heidinger is a great guy. It's called Shop Launch. And if you reach out to him, just let him know you watch this video. He'll take good care of you. Their system runs all of our marketing and all of our CRM for both shops, and allows us not only to integrate our initial marketing with a client, but ongoing conversations. It automates some of those ongoing conversations. That is kind of a form of marketing. A client came in a week ago, we hadn't heard back from them. Little tap on the shoulder. Hey, what did you decide you wanted to do on that, Volvo that you dropped off last week, right? Like, that is a form of marketing. It's just a tap on the shoulder. For a customer you've already paid money for, you've already paid to have them click on an ad once, you might as well be trying to do everything you can to generate business out of that. So a CRM is going to be an essential part of being successful with your marketing and with your business. One question we get asked a lot is, with regards to sales and marketing, how much is needed? And the answer is, it kind of depends on your goals as a business. I've talked about this a lot. A lot of our advice to you is based on what you want your business to become and where it is now and where is it going and how do you want to get there. If you want to grow, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on marketing, more than you already are probably, and much more than you are comfortable with. One of the questions that we get asked a lot, I'll go right into, is how much should I spend on advertising? And it's not really important to say a dollar amount. It's usually more representative to be a percentage of your overall sales numbers, right? So what's the percentage of your sales that you're reinvesting in marketing? Most people, when I ask them how much they're spending on marketing, they give me a dollar amount. $500 a month or $200 a month, or I spent $100 2 months ago and I didn't get anything, so I canceled it, or whatever the thing is. For us, we're going to be doing it a percentage of our sales, and it's going to be based on kind of what our goals are and if we're in a growth mindset or not. Pulled up the numbers just for your own, for my own scratching an itch of this question, but I think you'd find this helpful. U.S. Small Business says that the U.S. It recommends that for a business to be a successful business that's not necessarily aggressively growing, but that is stable, that you need to be spending somewhere in the range of about 7 to 8% of your top line sales numbers back on marketing. I think the average in the US is 8.7%. So it's just high, just a slight tick above that. 8.7% is what the average business reinvests in marketing. If you think about your numbers that you sell right now, and you think about what you're spending on marketing right now, it's probably going to be lower than that number right now. And you may be asking, well, why am I not growing? That may be why. It's because you're not investing enough in marketing. It also says that for a growing business, while the average is 8.7, while the recommendation is 7 to 8%, for a growing business, you need to be spending closer to 9 to 10 to 11, even 12% on marketing. That's a lot of number, and that's a big number for some of these companies. If you're a company that's doing, 100,000 in sales a month or $1 million in sales a month, whatever it is, those are big numbers to marketing. And it can sometimes feel like I'm spending this money and it's just gone. Why would I spend it? I could put it in my pocket. But for us, we have found that if we ever get stingy with our marketing, sales drop off. If we ever get really overly throw money at it without really watching our numbers, sales go crazy, but our profit drops off. We have to know our numbers using our CRM and paying attention and working with people that are smarter than me to do so. We also have to be continually investing in it and believe in the marketing we're doing for it to work. We use a strategy that I recommend. It's the 70-20-10 strategy of marketing. And it basically says that 70% of your marketing revenue, whatever you're going to spend on it, 70% of it should go towards proven models of marketing. These are your AdWords, your YouTube, maybe, if you want to throw a little bit of Bing or Yahoo or whatever it is. But these are proven marketing models that all the data is there to show that this is a good investment of your money. 20% should go on new marketing dollars, right? This is where you throw money on not necessarily social media anymore because it's not new anymore. Maybe it's the new social media, maybe it's the TikTok, it's the whatever it is, right? Throw 20% towards a new marketing that doesn't currently isn't considered a normal standard. And then the last 10% should be on experimental marketing. This is where you play a little bit. This is where you try. This is where you create that video that you're not sure if anyone's going to watch. This is where you invest in that billboard that you see every day and you thought maybe I could throw something up there. And you try that. Maybe this is where you do the mail flyers to people's neighborhoods, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with investing in those kinds of things. They're going to be a lot less likely to be successful. However, they should rake up a much lower percentage of your marketing budget. So I hope that's helpful. Hope this data is helpful. You can find almost all this data as far as the percentages. U.S. Small Business Administration helps with a lot of that. You hear me talk about them a lot. I don't have a business degree. I read books and I go online and read things that smarter people than me tell me, and I then implement them, and then I make a bunch of mistakes, and then I change course and try to keep correcting and course correcting as we go. So if you have any questions specifically about marketing, if you have any questions about some even more specific about how we do some of that, feel free to drop a comment, message us, let us know. If you have marketing that we're not talking about, I'd love to hear that too. Let me know that as well. Our viewers would probably like that quite a bit as well. So thanks so much for watching. The next video is going to be our final video in this series, and it is going to be talking about your mindset. We've talked about all the pragmatic things that we need to be doing to grow a business. We haven't talked about the one that's kind of been an underlying. I've touched on almost every video we've talked about so far, but it's to me the most important, is the mindset that it takes to start growing and continue growing your team, your business, going from a mobile to that retail. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Hit us up if you have any questions.